Welcome everyone back to C is for Cookie Month. Today I'm going to be making pumpkin bars. It's coming to that time of year where we're making pumpkin recipes. So this is a little bit more complicated this time, so Polar Bear is going to join me later on when we frost our pumpkin bars. But first what we're going to do is we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients together, and then we're going to mix up our wet ingredients, then we're going to combine the two. So we're going to start out with, now the kids will really like to help you with this, so make sure you involve them. So I'm starting out with 2 cups of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. I have, let's see, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and I measured them all out in here. And I'm just going to add this to my flour. I am going to attach the recipe with this video, so you will have all the necessary measurements. Okay, so that's that. Now, did I forget anything else? No, that's it. Okay, so the flour is mixed up. The next thing we have to do, oh, you know what I forgot? I knew I forgot something. You have to add a cup of sugar. Here we go. Gotta add the sugar to this recipe. Okay, so I preheated my oven to 375. Oh, I'm sorry, 350. And I pre-greased a 9x9 inch square pan. And I put parchment in it. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so that's that. So I'm mixing that up. That's all good. Now you take this and you make a little well in the middle, right here, like so. You can see a little well. Okay, so we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna put that to the side. That's gonna wait for our wet ingredients. Now, in our bowl, we are going to mix up 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, the kind you like to use, any kind. Not olive oil though, just vegetable oil or corn oil will be fine. And we are going to put the pumpkin in. 1 can of pumpkin, 15 ounces. Mix that in there. Now, these pumpkin bars look really moist in the recipe, and I haven't actually tried it before, so this will be new for both of us, and hopefully it comes out really good. All right, so I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. I'm gonna add the eggs, and I am going to blend them with my mixer. Sorry about that. I am going to move this over to the counter, and I'm gonna blend it up. You can see what I'm doing here. It's not complicated. If you have a standing mixer, that'll be really good. It gets light and fluffy really fast, and that's what you're going to try to do. Make it light and fluffy. Look at that. All right. It's all mixed. That was easy. All right. So there's your pumpkin mixture. Yeah, I'm making a bit of a mess in the library kitchen today. Okay, so now we're just going to add, oh, let me push back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to add the pumpkin mixture into the flour mixture and whisk it in. So a little bit at a time. I'm gonna kind of blend it in, and then I'm gonna add more. I'm just gonna put it all in. Okay. Now that's perfect. As you can see, it's starting to come together. Oh, I lost some flour. Should be fine, it's only a little bit. All right, here we go. So that is, I'm gonna put this in my pan after I finish mixing, and it is going to cook for 30 to 35 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Oh, looks like it's coming together and smells really good. Check it out. It looks delicious. All right. I'm gonna pause here I'm gonna put this in my pan, like I said before, a greased pan with parchment, and I'm gonna cook it for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll frost it after it cools. So we'll see you in a bit. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, so it's just about time to pull the bars out of the oven. 2 things I forgot to mention. I did not mention I put 2 eggs in, and a teaspoon of vanilla goes in with the wet ingredients. I just mixed that in after the camera was off. So I'm gonna pull them out, and then we're gonna let them cool, and then we're gonna frost them. Let's take a look. Ooh, they're a little cracked on top, but it looks pretty good. I'll see you in a bit. Hi everyone, welcome back to C is for Cookie pumpkin bar recipe. Okay, so earlier I made a frosting.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Polar Bear.
I'm here too.
Polar Bear's here. I get so distracted by my recipe, I forget about
yes,
you.
you're so focused.
I'm very focused.
I'm focused on the cake or the square.
Well, you can't see what it looks like, but it came out pretty good.
Looks delish.
It's kind of lumpy on the top. Make sure you smooth it over. But once you put the frosting on, you won't be able to tell at all.
All right, I want to hear about this frosting.
Okay, so it's half a block of cream cheese, which is 4 ounces, 3 tablespoons of butter softened, 1 teaspoon of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. And that's it. So I mixed that up ahead of time. You can always get the canned frosting, Polar Bear, if you want.
Hack.
And so I'm going to spread that on.
Frosting hack. Get the canned stuff.
It's not as good as my homemade, though.
Right. I agree.
But then you don't have to worry about getting all the ingredients and doing it. I think I'm going to take it out of the pan. Let me just pull this out.
Looks so good.
So the parchment paper makes it so easy just to pop it right out.
Yeah. Slides
You
right
can
out.
see it better, maybe, kind of. You got it.
Yeah.
Put it together.
That looks like snow or something.
Yeah, kind of.
Like the polar climate.
I don't have any orange sprinkles or anything. But you know what would look really good on this is maybe some candy corn or something.
Ah, yeah.
Or you could sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on top.
So sweet, candy corn.
It is. It's probably too sweet with this frosting. Let's cover up that big lump
what about,
right there.
you could decorate with some of those pumpkins. The little candy corn pumpkins.
That's probably even sweeter.
The harvest mix.
The harvest mix, right. So you don't have to go around the edges. You just go over the top. And I am going to take a piece. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
This smells really good, too. It's very yummy smelling. Maybe just one little edge over here. And I'll take that. Got it.
It's delish.
I had no idea how many calories are in this.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Nah, not if you're eating. Ooh. So really it looks more like pumpkin bread, but we're gonna let it pass for cookies this time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Definitely. So it came out really good. So try it at home. It's pretty easy to do. Not like those pumpkin rolls where you have to roll it all up, right?
Yeah.
And it smells really good. I can't wait to try it. Should I try a little bite?
Yes.
I know you guys like watching me eat. Maybe not. Very good.
Yeah, looks pumpkin-y.
You can try to lick it. Please don't. If you're fuzzing yet another recipe.
Sorry.
Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining me today, and Polar Bear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad you came back.
Well, everybody have a good fall, okay?
Getting ready for winter pretty soon,
Yeah, I'm
so
getting
check in with
tired.
us. We'll see you next week for another recipe. Bye, guys.
Bye.